All right, greetings and welcome back to the channel, people. I am Manningsman, and this is I Am Sure Sports with a next exclusive for you breaking bit of information we have to share with you on this particular stream concerning one more of our big time young upcoming on the rise footballers who played in the JPL here in Jamaica. But before we get into all the details, all of that, listen, three things I want to remind you of. You have to hit the like button, ensure that you subscribe to the platform and share the content. What they are, hit the like button right now, hit the like button, subscribe to the platform if you have not done so yet. And right now, take some time and share the video. I'm going to give you approximately 30 seconds to get those three things done, and then I'm going to give you this bit of breaking information. So start counting down. 30.
Trick Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
All right, people. Hope you have done the three things, and we are back again. No, people, big exclusive. Now, this is from my credible sources. I have birds, eagles, in fact. No longer do we call them birds, we call them eagles, who are all across the globe, including in Europe. And there's something on the horizon. And here is what I think this source is impeccable and has always been impeccable in terms of the information that they have presented to me. I'm going to give you an example of how impeccable this source has been. All right. I'm going to show you the picture of someone. His name is Ronaldo Cephas. That's him right there. That's Ronaldo Cephas. Ronaldo Cephas, as you know, is the Arnett Gardens player who made a big move. He is overseas now. He's playing. This source shared this information with me. And yes, people, it came to pass. The source shared the information, and the information, it happened as my source told me. Now, for those of you who also have been saying that the local league is not good and the players are not good, and here is this. I'm going to show you what Ronaldo Cephas has done in the playoffs for the Champions League for his new club. He came on in the 86th minute and he scored. Look at this classic goal by Ronaldo Cephas.
Hoće li Cephas doći do lopte? Hoće, Isuse, kakav pogodak sada.
There you go. So what that means, people, it simply means this, that there is hope for the league and there are some good players. So that's one player. Remember I told you earlier, like this year, that I suspect that a minimum of 6 players will be leaving from the local leagues. All right, so that's Ronaldo Cephas. We also saw where Nicholas Nelson has moved. Christopher Pearson has moved. Duncan McKenzie has moved from Jamaica overseas. And listen, of recent, right, this player, Atafari Bygrave, yes, has moved to Vietnam from Dumbeholden. In fact, let me tell you this. Listen, they have worked assiduously over this weekend to ensure that Atafari Bygrave will be making his debut, on Sunday. It is actually Sunday now in Vietnam, where he's at. He's making his debut for his team today. His agent, from my sources, his agent from International Dimension, I think the agent's name is Kevin Cohen. They worked with Dumbeholden to get his international clearance at the deadline. at the deadline, and Atafari Bygrave will be making his debut. So I just want to build a case so you can know that the information that I'm presenting to you is credible. So we have Duncan McKenzie, Christopher Pearson, Nicholas Nelson, Ronaldo Cephas, all right? Atafari Bygrave, that's fine, right? Then this player, Daniel Green of Mount Pleasant, is also in Vietnam at the same club that Atafari Bygrave is at. The thing is that it from my sources, it is taking a little while for his paperwork to be completed and for him to get his international clearance so that he can represent his team Sunday, because it's after 5 in Vietnam now in the morning on Sunday. We're still Saturday here in Jamaica. So Daniel Green next week, this agency, they are working. And listen, I love the work that they're doing in exposing so many of our young talents all across the globe. We can go back to Peter McGregor, Ronaldo Biggs. We also have Krista J. Daly. So Daniel Green, by the next match day, will be up and running and playing for his new club. All right? So I'm building the case. So I have been credible, and my sources are very, very, very credible. Now, who is on the move and where is this player going? My sources, these same sources, have confirmed with me that something is on the horizon. Listen, again, hit the like button, subscribe, and please ensure you share. 30 seconds you have to do that, starting at 30, 20.
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right, people. Yes or no? Let's get to this player. His name is Kenroy Campbell. So I did my research, and when I went on the transfer market, it listed his agency that represent him as international dimensions. Yes, people. And here's the deal. My sources, these same sources that I said shared all the previous information with me that have actually come to pass. My sources have indicated to me that there is his agent, international dimension, Mr. Kevin Cowan, has put something together. No, I haven't spoken to the agent, but listen, because all the other things that my sources have said, they have come to pass. I have no doubt but to believe. So everything has been put in place for him to move from his present club. This is a former Rossies High School Da Costa Cup player. He is 20 years old. He's at Calabar. He played for Jamaica in the Nations League, a left-sided player who scored some crackers in the JPL this season, have a lethal left foot, very speedy, accurate, high level of accuracy in terms of his crosses. Should I say squares instead of crosses? Let's say squares instead of crosses, right? Or the diagonal. Let's say the diagonal. Right. Very, very good. Also a very disciplined, well-mannered young player. Right attitude, willing to work hard. This agency has done it again. They have in place something to move this player right now, about now, very, very soon. I'm telling you, things are there. It could happen next week or the following week or in 3 weeks' time. But the agency have put certain things in place. Let me tell you. So he's moving from Jamaica to Moldova. Are you even saying Moldova? We don't even know anything about Moldova. Listen, let me tell you this. He's not going to a little wishy-washy PMPM league. We must remember that the team called Sheriff from the Moldovan League played in the Champions League last season. They defeated Real Madrid, they defeated Real Madrid. Inter Milan defeated them twice. Remember that. And they defeated the Ukrainian team Dynamo Kiev once and drew with them. So they were knocked out of the Champions League. This is a top league team in the Moldovan Premier League. They qualified through the playoff for the Champions League, was in a zone with Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Dynamo Kiev, and Sheriff. Sheriff played in they ended up playing in the Europa League and they got knocked out. Now they are presently playing to get back to the Champions League in the qualifiers. Though Kenroy Campbell is not going to that club, I want you to know that he's going to a highly competitive league. He will be moving to a team called FC Zimbru Chisinau, I think it is pronounced, in Moldova. FC Zimbru Chisinau. So let me spell it for you. All of you saying that he has come on and he can't spell it. Well, listen, I can spell it. I may not be able to pronounce it. And when I went on Google and tried the pronunciation, I listened to 4, and all 4 sounded different. So I give it my own pronunciation, and you can give it yours. So let me spell it for you. FC, which is football club, Zimbu, right? And the other part of the name is CHIS, and something is under the bottom of the S, meaning there's something with the pronunciation. I, as in I, N-A, and something funny is over the A, U. That's the name of the club. Now, this club has one of the nicest stadiums. They are in the capital of Moldova, right? They have a stadium of around 10,400 people. And guess what? The stadium has met all the UEFA and FIFA regulations. It is actually the club that the Moldovan national team play most of their matches. So that's Kenroy Campbell again. The agent has worked assiduously to put this in place. Now, the next thing that is left is for dialogue between the agent and his club, Cavaliers. Now, but I know the Cavaliers club. This is what Cavaliers live for. Mr. Speed love to set up things so that his players can be moved. No, Cavaliers is not getting the player out. It is the agent of the player. This is also dispelling the idea that many people have that for players to get contracts overseas, they need to play in the national team. Atafari Bygrave didn't play a lot of games. Neither has Daniel Green, nor Kenroy Campbell. 1 game in the Nations League, bam, he's gone. Ronaldo Cephas has not yet represented the national team. He's gone. Peter McGregor left, didn't represent the national team. He's gone. Krista J. Daly never represented the national team. He's gone. Norman Campbell left before he represented the national team. Kahim Paris left before he represented the national team. So this is showing that having a good agent is way better than trying to be squeezed into the national setup. So big up to International Dimension, big up to Kenroy Campbell on this move. We're hoping that it materializes, people. Yeah, right? So again, my sources are indicating that most things are in place and there's going to be now some communication with the agent who has worked this move together. Remember, the same agent that moved Atafari Bygrave, Kahim Paris, Shamar Nicholson, Daniel Green, Krista J. Daly, Peter McGregor, Ronaldo Biggs is at it again. Come on now, somebody. Come on now, somebody. Listen, if I were a footballer, listen, this is the kind of agent I would want to be connected with. He knows the route from Jamaica to Europe. I'm telling you. This is it, people. I am so happy to see so many of the young players out of Jamaica making these moves. So listen again, people. Remember, here is what you have to do. Right? Just hit the like button, subscribe, and share. So, Kenroy Campbell, the former Rossies High School Cavalier players, he is on the move. soon as there's dialogue between his agent and the Cavalier Football Club, Mr. Rudolph Speed, I know they're going to make this happen. No, Mr. Speed is going to make this happen. People, again, thank you for tuning in. I am Manningsman. This has been I Am Sure Sports. And as we normally say, we are over and we are O-U-T out. I leave you again with the clip of the Ronaldo Cephas spectacular goal for his new team.
Hoće li Cephas doći do lopte? Hoće, Isuse, kakav pogodak sada.